Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I want to share with you a little known but a spectacular chess miniature played by Yuri Troinov against Luben Popov. Looks like that this is the only game played by Troinov which history saved for us, and unfortunately I failed to find any information about this player. While on the other hand, Luben Popov was a Bulgarian chess champion in 1970 and he earned international master title in 1965. Meanwhile, this game was played in 1962 in Bulgaria and Troinov opened up with e4. Popov responded with Sicilian defense, knight f3, knight c6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, knight f6, knight c3, d6. The classical Sicilian is on the board, bishop c4, e6. This is the Scheveningen setup against which we have the Sozin attack, a very aggressive line which leads to a very interesting battle. Bishop e7, bishop b3, black castled kingside, bishop e3 a6, f4 d5. Not the strongest continuation in here. Knight takes d4 is considered to be the main move, a move which Garry Kasparov loved to play, but bishop d7 or queen c7 are also strong alternatives. In the game we see d5, and after e5 we can see that we have a French defense type formation where white is enjoying a very pleasant position and has nice attacking chances. Knight d7, queen h5, an active jump by white queen. In some cases white can switch his rook into the attack from the third rank. Rook e8, which is a mistake, and with this move black is actually getting a lost position. Quite possibly black was intending to put his knight on f8 in order to organize the defense, but this is not a good idea, and instead it was better to go for the exchange of knights on d4 and then play f5. Looks like that black is managing to neutralize white's attack. If we move like rook f3 with the idea of rook h3, then simply g6 and black can always cover the 7th rank with his rook. But in our game after queen h5 we see rook e8, and as we have reached the critical position, please pause the video and try to find white's next moves. Let me first remove the arrows and leave you with a hard task. Ready? In here Troinov went for a piece sacrifice on d5. This is actually the start of a brilliant combination. He takes d5, well, knight takes d4 could prolong black's resistance, but with a pawn down black has little chances of saving the game. Also white has a nice bishop pair and also the attack goes on. In our game we see he takes d5, and in case you failed to find the winning line, even at this point you can give a try to find white's next move. Ready? Well, look, moves like bishop takes d5 won't give you anything. Moreover, this is losing. Black has knight takes e5 move. Yeah, black is getting even better position. That's why instead of making moves like bishop takes d5, white chose the most precise continuation and went for a queen sacrifice. Look at this beauty, guys. King takes f7. Well, if king h8, then knight e6 is winning. The game is over. In our game we see king takes f7, bishop takes d5 check, king g6, with which black is stepping into a forced mate in 5. Well, with king f8 black could prolong his resistance, but even in this case there is no hope of saving the game. White can unleash a very impressive windmill ride, and then at this point if we take a look at the position, black has only 2 knights against a rook and 3 pawns, which is of course not enough, and white has a huge advantage. In our game after bishop takes d5 check we see king g6, and now let's see how this king hunt ended. f5 check, king h5, bishop f3 check, king h4, g3 check. Black pieces are passively piled up and can't help their king. King h3, bishop g2 check, king g4, and after rook f4 check white forced a resignation. If king h5, then this time white can sacrifice the rook on h4 in order to open up the bishop's diagonal, and then after bishop takes h4 white can announce a checkmate. That's why after rook f4 check finally we see a resignation. Just a spectacular game played by an unknown chess player, Yuri Troinov. In the end, a chess puzzle for you where the task is to find the winning line for white. It's white to move, and I will wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. Feel free to check them out as well. I will see you in my next video. Take care.